Nice. So a couple of other things that are coming out. One is actually the axe generator. We're going to make sure this comes out as a not necessarily an add-on, but a script that you can use yourself as part of the RPG. It'll go on to our tools section on the website. I need to switch over to my screen, which I think will do that. Perfect. And so what we've got here is the script that's been written up the top here, and it will generate a series of axes for us. So we can come in and say how many axes we want. 200 was a funny example because I only have 3 axe heads and 3 handles at the moment, which makes it pretty much impossible to make 200 unique assets. But basically, you could make your own axe handles, you could make your own axe heads, making sure they're in the collection with their origins in the right place, which would be where you want those parts to join. You can simply come up to this. A suggestion was made to me that I make this available as something we can input outside of the script window, which is applied during the course itself. But for argument's sake here, if I make 300 and we pay attention over on the right-hand side, we've got our folder where all of this is kept. This script will automatically generate a GLB folder for us in this case. And yeah, it's done. We've now literally got 300 axes that if we had the right components for, we would actually have 300 unique axes all exported, which is absolutely brilliant. So that's going to be one. I'm going to tidy it up. I will have a look at making it into an actual add-on, so you can then install it into Blender as an add-on rather than having to import a script and play around with that, because simple problems can end up happening when you have basically when you end up having a script. Because if you came in here and inadvertently added some letters in by mistake, you could very easily just break the script and not know what you've done. So a button would be much better in that case.
We also had a wonderful thing the other day when I fell asleep in the middle of the afternoon, because that happens because I'm old. And Mikey sent me a message saying, "Take a look at this Python script. Does it look okay to you?" I'm like, I don't know. And I looked 5 minutes later. It was like, "Wait, did you just iterate that twice?" And he went, "Yeah, I just noticed that." So that was a good thing to wake up to. It's one of those little things where, as I like to tell people, coding feels very much like bargaining with an angry genie, in that you get exactly what you asked for, but not necessarily what you wanted. But the code looks great, and I'm really looking forward to, like, when you've got a few more like modular axes and swords and things, and we can just generate a crap ton of things. And we are also going to be doing that in Godot as part of the Godot 4 courses for the Action RPG, because when those assets, like the individual blades and handles and hilts and everything else, are created, we want to, in our case, generate them at runtime in Godot rather than importing 300 different blades. So if you've got the Blender course, you can see how to generate them through the script. And if you've got the Godot course, you can see how to generate them at runtime in Godot. So you can decide what's best for your project.
That makes perfect sense.